Millions of Australia's lowest paid workers will get a wage boost when the Fair Work Commission hands down its minimum wage decision this morning. Live to Canberra now, Trudy McIntosh joins us. Trudy, where does it sit at the moment?
Well, Pete, currently the minimum wage sits at just over $21 an hour, and we can show you the figure for the week. It's just over $810. The independent umpire is today weighing up how much higher this should go from July 1 for the lowest paid workers. We've seen competing requests here. The unions want an inflation-beating pay rise. The ACTU in its submission pushing for a 7% increase. The business groups there, ACCI and the AI group, coming in from between 4% and 3.8%. Business argues they can't afford to pay much more than that, and if we see a higher increase, that we're going to see staff laid off across the country. The government, in its submission, quite brief, but we saw this principle at play a year ago. The government argues that the Fair Work Commission needs to ensure that the real wages of Australia's lowest paid workers do not go backwards, not putting a percentage figure on it, but in essence, backing the sentiment that we saw from the unions. If last year's ruling is anything to go by, we could actually see a split decision today. So last year, they decided to grant a higher increase for the 180,000 people on the minimum wage. And for the 1.8 million Australians who are tied to award wages, they got an increase, but it wasn't as high as we saw for the minimum wage. This decision will be handed down, Pete, by the Fair Work Commission at 10 a.m.
OK, not far away. Trudy, thank you.